If you're an account manager or project manager for SC Grade, you are going to need to know a little bit more about our website than just a standard user. If you go to the bottom of the website, once you're logged on, once you've done and followed everything in the initial video, you're going to be able to go to an admin portal. Now, rights are restricted to this. If you feel like you should be an admin and should be able to access this particular portion of the database and can't, please contact the main office and they will be able to assist you in gaining access to this database. If you need to add a client because your salesman sold a job and didn't add a client for you, or if you are the salesman, you're going to type in new client name here. Please make sure to use their legal name. This will help us avoid any issues with job tracking in the future when we have to update this to their legal name. Please put in your name so we know who you are. A client address, please make this their main office if possible, or the particular burg that you are uploading this information for in that case. If you have the AP contact and phone number of the client, that would be very much appreciated and can be entered into this block. If not, please add the words NA or TBD, to be determined. An AP email address, if you know where we're going to be sending our tickets, please add that information here. If not, please put to be determined so that we know to update this at a future time. If you want to receive a copy of this email, please type your email in this block right here. This is going to allow an email to be automatically generated for you. When you get done, please hit the submit button. If you're successful in your submission, it will tell you you're successful. If not, it will give you an error message and highlight the blocks that you forgot to fill in red. So once you've done that, you can hit the back button. It's going to allow you to also add a job. So we just got a new PO in. If you're one of the project managers that needs to upload a PO, or if you're one of the project managers and you don't have a PO, you're going to enter in your name. You're going to enter in your email. You're going to enter in what client we're working for. Now, this is a drop-down menu. I know it doesn't show on this video because of the way the screen records, but you'll be able to select the particular client. If it's not a client in this list, if it's a new client we're working for, you need to go back to the add a client before you add a job. Type in the job name. Please make sure to use the job name off the PO or as formal of a job name as we have been given. Add a job address. This is going to help guys find the job in the case that we send somebody to the job for the first time. They can access this through their My Account part of the database. Estimated total square footage, please fill that out to the best of your ability. A PO number, a price, any of the information that you do not know or do not have access to at the point in time when you're adding this job, please put to be determined instead of adding incorrect information. This will allow us from the office side to update this at a later point in time. The job task. Sometimes we're going to have multiple job tasks under a PO. We may be fine grading and we may be providing a lift. If we have two tasks under a particular PO, the job tasks will need to be uploaded separately as separate jobs because this is going to allow the field guys to be able to complete the appropriate field tickets under the appropriate job task. So please keep that in mind that any POs with multiple tasks or any jobs with multiple tasks have multiple tasks put in as a separate job. Please select the type of work, 2D, 2D lift, 3D, 3D lift, hourly, or other. This is going to allow us to track things in the office a lot better. Estimated start date and contract terms. The contract terms are the terms under the PO. You can copy and paste this easily from the initial PDF on the PO. This allows all of the guys in the field to see if we promised that we were going to roll something, or if we promised we were going to water it, or exactly what is our obligation to the client. That's why these contract terms are important, and it's important that we have them as close to what's going to be on the PO as possible. If you have a PO at this time, please upload it here. From this point, you're going to hit submit. It's either going to give you an error or a success message. If it's an error message, it's likely because we're missing a field. Please fill in that and try and submit it again. The back button gets you back to this main admin page. Field ticket database. This allows you to see what has been put in on any of these particular jobs. You're going to be able to go in and select a client. It's going to then filter all of the jobs, all of the field tickets that have been submitted for that. If this list is fairly long and you want to sort by job, let's say we want to see the lollicups, type it in this field up here. This is going to further sort our database. If you click on a client job, one of the things that can highlight, you'll see a particular page, Kent Companies, Lollicup, a PO number, a job task, who input it, what the completed square footage is that they completed under that field ticket, the date of work, client representative, and then this is a description of exactly what we did. It gives a submission date automatically. And then here you're going to be able to see any signed field tickets or anything that's been uploaded to the system. Also any pour schedules. If you hit the back button, that's going to take you back to your field ticket database where you can then look for additional clients, additional jobs. The back button from here is going to take you back to the admin page. The job database. If you want to see if a job has been added or see maybe what's coming up with the estimated start dates. You can also filter the same way under a client and then also a job. I just filtered for the Hidden Springs job. Right now we don't have a PO for this, so the job address is to be determined, as well as the PO and the dollars per square foot. All of this is accessible from the job database. The client database is going to also show you our clients. It's going to give their addresses. It's going to give any AP information that we have for them, and also the AP contact and phone number. Most of this information should be accessed primarily by the accounting staff in the office. This is not an editable field. Any of the employee database information, this is only accessible by the project managers or the accounting staff. This is going to allow everybody to see a profile picture, first name, last name, nickname, an email address, phone number, and then the address, city, state, zip. And this also will soon include any of the information for an emergency contact. That way the PMs can access this in the field. In order to edit a job or edit a client, you'll use these two functions right here. They're fairly standard links, just like if you were going to add a job from the beginning. Also, the accounting job board is located here. This is for the accountants to be able to access. Restrictions are on this particular link. You can search by invoice number. You can search by job. You can search by client. You can search by a version of all of these. If you type in something that doesn't match, then it's going to kick you out of this. If you go back, this takes you back to the main admin portal. To add a machine, if we get a new John Deere machine, if we get a new truck, these are all going to be added here. Adding these, we request that you follow the nomenclature that's given, so we keep everything fairly standard. Put in your name, your email again, so you receive a copy. Purchase date, purchase hours, purchase dealership, and phone. Everything gives you an error message if you don't do it correctly. It gives you a success message if you do. The back button will allow you to go back to the admin page. Same setup to add a truck. Please follow the given name format here so that everything is kept in a very similar format. If you need to see what machines we have or what trucks we have a machine database and a truck database. You're going to be able to search under a truck. This is being built out right now with the truck search, but it should function very similar. Dealership and phone number, purchase miles on a truck will be put here, truck and purchase date. If you don't see your truck there and need to add it, there's a link. Back takes you back to the admin portal. If you are an accountant and you are accessing this, you can click on any of these attributes of the job that are hyperlinked. This is going to allow you to, yes, I've invoiced this. So if I've invoiced this and I invoiced it under number 5,000, I'm going to add that and I'm going to click the submit button right here. That's going to populate the information here so that we can see the invoice number and whether it's been invoiced or not. Everything else should work very similarly to these if new links are added or new functions are built out. Some parameters will be given restrictions and you will not have access to it, just depending on the level of need in our organization. So if you think that you do need access to something and you don't have it, please contact the main office or the website admin in order to gain access to some of this information.